My name is Samuel Ronan. I am running for Congress in Ohio's 15th Congressional District in the Republican primary against Mike Carey, the incumbent who is also a very heavily funded AIPAC candidate. I encourage everyone who is paying attention to the news, everyone who isn't paying attention to the news, to think about this one simple thing. Does our government represent the people or Israel? That's the only question that matters. Are our elected officials representing us and our needs and our interests, or Israel? And if you can't answer that question confidently, then I encourage you to vote against your incumbent. No matter what office, no matter what party, vote against them. Sure, vote for me in my primary, absolutely, but vote against Mike Carey. Vote against anyone and everyone who has received AIPAC dollars, because they, by receiving that money, are compromised by Israel. Because Israel will use that money, no matter how much or how little, as leverage to force candidates to do their whim. Now, especially considering that within the Republican Party, the platform that was ran on and won, the mandate that has been allegedly being carried out of the major principles, was no more war. No new wars. And just this year alone, we invaded Venezuela. We're set and preparing to attack Cuba and increasing our blockade against them. And now we have invaded Iran on behalf of Israel. This cannot be allowed to continue. I urge everyone who sees this video, everyone who has ever considered voting, to sign up to vote, register to vote right now, and vote in your upcoming primaries, and then vote in your generals. And when you vote, vote against the incumbents, because every single Republican and a majority of Democrats have supported this lawless regime, this traitorous regime, this treasonous regime that is compromised by Israel. It is the U.S. Congress that has the power to declare war, not the president. And yet, because so many members of Congress are compromised by Israel through AIPAC and other Israeli-linked funds, they give up their powers and their authorities, their checks and their balances, and hand the reins of the military to Trump, an avowed traitor, an actual coward who avoided military service from bone spurs, who has decried Gold Star families of fallen veterans, who has mocked disabled veterans, who has mocked veterans in general and active duty service members. A coward in chief who is himself compromised by Israel through 38,000 mentions in the Epstein files. That man is waging a war on behalf of Israel as an Israeli asset, as a puppet of Israel, a traitor, so that we stop talking about the Epstein files, so that we stop paying attention to the genocide in Palestine, so that we stop paying attention to the fact that we are occupying, ICE is occupying Minneapolis as we speak, and that we are building concentration camps for children on U.S. soil within military installations. This cannot be allowed to continue, and I urge every single American to vote against their incumbents and go to the emergency anti-war protests near you.